Ground and center, ground and center. It's something that my high priest used to always say when I was in my first coven many, many years ago. And at the time, I really didn't take it as seriously as what I should have. But now that I'm older and wiser, I really understand how important grounding is in the craft. So in this video, I wanted to show you 3 crystals that you can use to help ground your energy. But before I do, hi, I'm Sandra from mysterywitchschool.com. If you're new to the channel and you want to become a witch or a Wiccan, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss any videos. So one of my major functions here in Mystery Witch School is to help you practice the craft. So to get away from just book learning and reading, because we're all very, very avid readers in the craft, to actually practicing the craft. And the very, very basic foundation of practicing the craft is grounding. Grounding is about connecting to the earth herself and really deepening your roots, your energetic roots, into the earth. And there's a number of benefits to doing that. One is that it helps take you out of your head and into your body, which gives you a lot more calm, a lot more confidence, and you can actually take a little bit more of a step back from sometimes the mental craziness that goes on in our heads because we're so busy or we're so concerned about life and what's going on around us. That coming back into grounding and centering into the earth is a way to just bring us back to a quieter space, and we can actually see a bigger picture. So it's very, very beneficial, not just magically speaking, but also for our mental health. And the magical aspect of that is that we can get energy, draw up energy from the ground to help energize us and use in our magic. So a daily practice of grounding and centering is something that I really push in the Mystery Witch School. It's something that I teach in the Mystery Witch School 101 Academy, and it is simple. It's relatively easy too once you get the hang of it, and it really doesn't have to take you a lot of time, and you can keep doing it throughout the day when you have the opportunity to just stand or sit with some contact to the ground and just sink into the earth. Now, a really easy way to help you get into the habit of doing it, to make it more fun, and also to give you a little bit of extra help is to work with gemstones or crystals. So today I've chosen 3 of the crystals, sort of different types of crystals too, as in the form that you'll find them in, to sort of help give you an idea of how you can work with the different forms that you're going to find crystals in. So the first one is my absolute favorite. If any of you have been watching me for a long time, you know that I love Obsidian. It's one of my favorite, it is my favorite actually, gemstones. It's great for grounding your energy. And I've done a few videos now on Obsidian and how you can use Obsidian for various different things. Today it is simply getting it to help you ground your energy. So when you're working with a sphere, as I've said before in other videos, the energy is coming from around the sphere. So it's a great thing to meditate with for that very, very reason. It's just a very, very rounded energy. You can hold it in your palm of your hands, have the other hand on top, and then just allow that energy to go through your palms of your hand and through your body. Another thing I like to do with gemstones, particularly the balls, is to actually rub them between my palms, and that actually helps get the energy going. And you can take as long as you want to take doing that until you feel that that energy is starting to really get going. It's kind of like waking the crystal up. Not that they're asleep or anything, but I just find it helps. And then just sitting down in your meditation posture, whether you're sitting down on a chair or sitting cross-legged on the floor, or you can even do this standing. It's very powerful to do standing if you've got your feet about hip width apart and you're really feeling really, really grounded over the center of your feet. And then just holding your ball, I'll hold it up here so that you can see it, and just imagining that you do have roots that are going all the way from your feet or your backside or whatever part of you is touching the ground, extending down into the earth. And you're just using your visualization and your physical senses to feel into the ground, to feel into that energy. And if you allow that crystal energy to be able to also penetrate into your body, you'll find that the crystal will help ground you even more. And as you feel that weight going into the ground, you should find your nervous system will start to calm down, and you'll start to become much more centered and stronger energetically. This is a good thing to do before you start doing any magic, to really ground and focus your energy so that you are focused for the task at hand. So that's using a crystal ball. This is some Smoky Quartz, which is another great grounding herb. It's also a very protective herb. It's a crystal, not a herb. It's Mercury retrograde. I can't talk properly. Really great grounding crystal here. And it's a point, so that means that the energy is more focused on coming outwards of the point. But you can still use this for grounding, holding it in the palm of your hands again, just rubbing it to wake it up. And you can just hold it so that it is pointing towards you. So the point is pointing towards you, doing exactly the same thing that you do with the obsidian ball, focusing your energy on grounding through the ground down into the earth, and just feeling the weight of your body going down, 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 down into the earth. It's a very solid platform to start with, to start the day with. Very centering. You'll find that your thoughts, your focus will center and be clearer when you're grounding your energy. And it makes it harder for you to be moved or rocked off your foundations as well. So if someone comes along or something comes along that would normally knock you off your center, you'll find if you're really grounded, it won't. You'll be stronger. They'll be less likely to be able to knock you off emotionally. So being physically centered and grounded will actually help you be stronger emotionally and mentally as well. The next is a small tumble stone. So I know that a lot of you may only have small tumble stones because these are the more inexpensive way of buying crystals. So a lot of witches I know have the small tumble stones. And even though energetically a crystal that is bigger and has less occlusions in them and clearer will often be will be stronger in the energy, you can still do your grounding with a small tumbled stone. You do exactly the same thing. Rub it between the palms of your hand to get that energy going, and then holding it in the palms of your hand while you're grounding yourself. And even with a small stone like this is red jasper, by the way, even with a small stone like this, you're still going to get the benefits of its energy, especially if you do a lot of rubbing of the crystal between the palms of your hands, because as you rub it, it's going to absorb, the energy is going to absorb more into the palms of your hands. And then just allowing yourself again to ground and center and feel the energy of the gemstone. Now, if you've got a few different gemstones and maybe you've got a red jasper or some other kind of a red stone, because red is very grounding, it's the root chakra after all. If you have smoky quartz, if you've got obsidian or any of those black dark colored stones, which are also very, very grounding, you might want to experiment with the different ways that these stones influence how you ground yourself or what they feel like when you're grounding with them, because they each have their own energy and they have their own way of helping you ground and ground in different ways. So it's fun to experiment with the energy just to see what they're giving you. I find that the red stones give me more energy than the darker stones do. The darker stones really are about grounding into the earth. Very calming, very, very earth energy, and they can sometimes be a little too heavy if you do it too much. I find that even just using the red color, not only it does ground me the same as the dark stones do, but it also gives me a little bit of that energy. And if you're wanting to draw some of that energy up through your base chakra, if you're wanting to feel a little bit more courageous, if you're wanting to feel more confidence but also grounded, then the red stones are really the ones to ground with, because they'll help give you that confidence and that courage and way of being that has a little bit more fire going on there. So you're bringing up that fire energy from the earth as well. So that's a really fun way that you can practice your grounding. Practice with crystals. Make your daily practice fun. You can vary it from day to day, just so that you keep turning up for yourself every day, because the practice of any type of spirituality is about doing it every day. It helps you connect to the deities. It helps you connect to yourself. It will help you open up more to who you really are, and so you can get to know yourself a lot more, which helps you stand stronger in yourself, and you're less likely to be knocked off your center by the antics of other people or events that are happening around you. So the daily practice is really, really important. It's so important that I have actually got a short, very, very short course called The Ultimate Guide to Starting a Wiccan Practice That Works. It's a 5-day video course. At the moment, it is under $10, and you can get that practice going within 5 days. It's really simple, doesn't take a huge amount of time, but it will help get you going. So the link to that will be in the description field below this video. If you like the video, hit the like button, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm Sandra from mysterywitchschool.com. Blessed be.